Welcome to Creating Your Life. This is episode 22, Next Steps. Now that you're at the end of your 22 episode journey, I want to make some recommendations about what you can do to apply this thing. It's one thing to receive material like this and get enthusiastic about it. It's another thing to go out and start making it a part of your life so that it actually translates into behavior. So here's some things I recommend. First, there's some books to get. My book, Creating Your Life, is one way of reviewing this. Sometimes you may want to have a text to refer to, and there's also material in there that wasn't all in the videos. The next book by Timothy Wilson talks about the adaptive unconscious. It's called Strangers to Ourselves, Discovering Your Adaptive Unconscious. It's full of interesting science, full of amazing examples and stories. I think you'll find the research interesting. It's a little bit more scholarly, but it is enough for the lay reader to understand. Also, I recommend Lou Tice's Smart Talk for Achieving Your Potential, 5 Steps to Get From Here to There. It's a great book full of stories. Lou Tice is a great coach, and he takes you through this material in wonderful new ways, especially if you're going to move into business environments and you want to get more help with understanding how to apply this at a business level. He's just great. Also, on my website, I have some free resources there. If you look at the top, there I have in a square red block there, resources. Click on that link, and it'll take you to a page where there's some PDFs you can download. You can see 36-day Creating Your Life course workbook, which I'll talk about in a moment, 100-day imagination exercise workbook for 2 affirmations, and 30 times 30 days imagination exercise workbook for 1 affirmation if you want to do something more intently. The 36-day Creating Your Life course workbook goes with the free podcast. And if you want to get those podcasts, click join the email list and sign up. And when you do, you're going to get an email. And in the email, you'll see that there is a link to the page with the free podcasts. And the password is create1, create with capital C. You can also download a free copy of Cats Are From Mars, Dogs Are From Venus. It's a very short, slightly humorous book. And there's some music and other things. And also occasionally you'll get a post from me when I have posted on a blog some more information, something that you might find useful. Here are the Creating Your Life podcasts. On this page, you'll notice there are 36 podcasts covering everything here, both in MP3 and iTunes. You can download these. You can put them in your iPod or MP3 player. And they range from 5 to 10 minutes each, but they're connected to the 36-day Creating Your Life workbook. In other words, you're going to want for 36 days at least to be writing affirmations. And so these are designed for each day. Just listen to the podcast and do your affirmation. Listen to the podcast, do your affirmation. Should take from 10 to 15 minutes each day. And you also see where I have advanced imagination. I have 6 podcasts just on advanced imagination. I go into even more detail than I did in the videos, and I think you'll find those really, really fascinating. Also, I have a couple other books besides Creating Your Life. It's part of a series of 12. Book 2, Money and Wealth, and then Book 3, Sex and Romance. The subtitle, What You Should Have Learned as a Teen. The idea here is it's targeting adults. This is what you should have learned as a teen. And I think that just as much as you may have found some interesting and surprising takes on Creating Your Life, you'll find the same in Money and Wealth and Sex and Romance. And by the way, if you're coming into these podcasts late or in pieces, go back to the beginning and start all the way through. I think you're going to find that there are a lot of gems along the way for you. The next episode the next topic we're going to cover is money and wealth. We're going to go for probably about 20 or so episodes of that as well to continue this series in Creating Your Life. And obviously the topic is going to start off with debt is slavery, and it's going to be a key idea all the way through. How do people enslave you to debt? What are the advantages of getting out of debt? And if you actually have assets in your life, how do you protect yourself from con artists? That's it. Thanks for joining me for Creating Your Life. Next, we'll start on money and wealth and continue the adventure.